So hello friends, let's start thinking, and before I start I would like you to hear this beautiful song first.
पत्ता टूटा डाल से ले गई पवन उड़ाए, पत्ता टूटा डाल से ले गई पवन उड़ाए, अब के बिछड़े कब मिलेंगे, अब के बिछड़े कब मिलेंगे, दूर पड़ेंगे जान। कबीर आप ठगाइए और न ठगिए कोई, कबीर आप ठगाइए और न ठगिए कोई, आप ठगे सुख उपजे और ठगे दुख हो, और ठगे दुख हो।
So friends, you got it? What he said, that none of the relationship we have in our life is permanent, and when we accept this transient nature of all the relationship, that is when we will start enjoying it. And the second, you should feel happy if you get cheated in any relationship, because if you cheat others, that is a source of sadness, but if you feel that you have been cheated, I think it will be helpful. So let us get technical and understand how this whole thing works, how to view relationship, what lens to use, how should we think it like a template. So here I am going to propose a template to you today, and I request you to do a homework by mapping any of your relationship you are excited about and you want to have make it a happy one, to map it in this framework, and I'm sure you will get very good insight. So let's see how this whole thing works. So this template is the life journey between acceptance and eligibility. The number and values can be different for different relationship and for different purpose, but I'm just trying to make it generic to be useful for the purpose of explanation. So at the time of birth, we have sort of 100% acceptance, no other choice, and then that acceptance continuously goes down, and at the time of teenage we have the least acceptance in terms of whatever our values are, and then slowly we start accepting life as it is, and generally by the age of 25-30 we just become fatalistic and say, okay, whatever happens will happen and no worries. But the acceptance is not 100%. Whatever the level of acceptance we have, we just take it like a base value. At the same time, we keep trying to make all the relationship better, so the eligible and we want to become more eligible for happy relationships. So people generally keep working on this eligibility graph. Here I'm showing it 100 as a maximum, but for most of people it will stop at 50-60%, so they're not eligible beyond that for any other relationship, because they lack something very deep which is necessary for happy relationship. So the good scenario, the best case scenario is we have 100% acceptability and 100% eligibility, and that is what will make us happy. So when we accept that every relationship we have in our life is for a purpose, for a goal, and we start exploring that goal, and we just accept the other person as they are without imposing our desire and our need of some sort of satisfaction from them, that is 100% acceptance. We just respect the person as it is, and we try to be useful rather than just keep on extracting some juice out of that relationship for our purpose. And at the same time, we also try to become useful and eligible for the other person. And what did I explain yesterday? Eligibility is to pay back in the same currency which shopkeeper is interested in. So if some other person wants respect and you just give them obsession and possessiveness, then it is not the same currency. Though you might like that, oh my god, I'm liking this person so much, but if other person just wants respect and freedom, the currency is not same. So in any relationship, we certainly have to explore what is the currency other person is interested in, and to get that currency in abundance inside you to have a happy relationship. So the second template is between need and reciprocity. And generally we see that we are always in need of some sort of relationship. The forms can vary. We might need our parents, and then friends, and then life partner, then kids, and then a different combination of all these factors. but need is generally 100%. We generally believe that we are social animal and we just have to have relationship to survive, and that is for most of the people. At the same time, we don't appreciate that other person also has that need of happy relationship. So but we just keep bargaining more for us, and we just want to extract more out of others, but we don't offer ourselves. So the graph of reciprocity, at the birth we are not able to reciprocate, but similarly we try to reciprocate with our gestures and our acts, and generally that the feeling of reciprocity, as we get more sort of is smart and intelligent, it comes down, and then we start acting at a fixed level of reciprocity, where we just want to see whether our purpose gets solved and not beyond that. So, and that is not a happy scenario. The happy scenario is when our need is least and reciprocity is 100%. We are giving what exactly others need, and we are delighting them by giving them that currency more. So that is the happy scenario. Similarly, in the template of exploration and purpose, we generally start exploring at the time of birth. I know when we are bewildered and amazed by every new thing we see, we explore 100%. But slowly we get sort of covered by this whole idea of how people tell us the relationships are. And you know what? They will tell you that don't talk to friends, the bad people, they will destroy you. Talk only to the smart person in your class. By doing that, you will become intelligent. Don't talk to that poor guy, he has a dirty clothes. You know, when the mama comes, tell them that I love you, and when chacha comes, you just focus on your study. So all that kind of games started playing, and people start getting that stereotyped about our relationship, and the possibility of exploration goes down. And similarly, we start exploring purpose of life, but generally at the time of 5, 6, we just get constant, like purpose of relationship is just to get our work done, and that is not the children's fault. That is our fault, that how we showcase and how we act in front of them with all our relationship. But the happy state is we keep exploring the purpose and the nuances of relationship, and that is the best case scenario. So to sum it all, if we want a happy life and good relationship, our need for relationship should be close to zero. At the same time, all the other factors, acceptance, eligibility, reciprocity, the sense of exploration, and the purpose should be toward the higher end, about 100%. And if we do that, we can really lead a happy life and have a good relationship. So with this background, I again remind you, don't forget two things, because if you forget these two things, you will not be able to unfold and understand this whole concept we are trying to sell here. The thing is, all the relationships are transitory in nature, and they come to your life for some purpose. And if you don't learn that lesson in that relationship, that same relationship will happen to you again, and some other person will play the role of the guy with whom you had a relationship in the past. So if we don't serve, because the purpose of relationship is to reciprocate. So if we don't reciprocate in a good relationship, we are bound to have a bad relationship, because actually with these two ideas, enjoy your existing relationship and always keep exploring the purpose and the potential of that relationship. With this thought, I invite you for the tomorrow session. See you there. Bye.